When you think of tourism in Door County, gift shops, resorts, and restaurants all come to mind. But the tourism economy found here powers more than the businesses you see along the highway. Thousands of year-round residents, like carpenters, nurses, bankers, and farmers, rely on tourism as the main economic driver of the community.
Tourism affects most businesses in Door County, and certainly in Sturgeon Bay are affected either directly or indirectly.
Tourism is the engine that drives almost everything that occurs, in particular in Northern Door.
Our community is tourism-minded, without a question. Anybody who's grown up in this community has been touched by tourism.
As a community of less than 30,000 full-time residents, you've got a couple of major theater companies, some mid to small-sized ones. You've got major music organizations, a whole plethora of art museums and galleries. You wouldn't find this in a 30,000 person community almost anywhere else. It's tourism that allows that to happen.
Door County is kind of unique. We have such a tremendous amount of people that come in and buy stuff, and they come every week. You know, they're staying at campgrounds, hotels, other places. They want to eat something healthy and they want to cook. So it really, really helps our business. We can be a lot bigger than we'd be if we were, just a normal rural county that doesn't have this huge amount of tourism.
We built the store, it'll be almost 30 years, and Village of Egg Harbor was pretty small at that time. But we felt like there was a year-round population that also needed a grocery store. So as the village grew and as tourism grew, obviously the store grew. And so the seasonal people who have homes here grew, and that affected our business. We had to expand pretty quickly and then expanded again.
When we built homes 30 years ago up here, they were built mainly for May to October use. Now all the homes we're building are for year-round use, where people were maybe only coming up 3-4 weeks total out of the whole year. Now you're having people coming up year-round. Now those people are here maybe 2 months out of the year. And that's really made an impact in our business as a builder, as well as for any other service industry up here.
The proportion of tourism in our business has evolved. When I first got into the business, I think probably it was 75% of our business was local primary residences. And at this time now, it's probably about a 50-50. We sell many primary residents to people that eventually want to retire and live in Door County, and that they've been coming to Door County as tourists for many years and have fallen in love with Door County and in the Sturgeon Bay area. It's very common, and it's a major part of our business.
We have 6 attorneys at the firm. We try to be full service for the county. Tourism-related businesses and clients make up a pretty large percentage of our clientele. I do a lot of real estate work. I would say that at least half of my business is probably generated one way or the other by tourism, and it even affects things like estate planning, where you wouldn't necessarily automatically think that that's related to tourism, but when an out-of-state resident owns real estate in Door County, that creates some additional questions for them.
We're a computer software company based out of Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin. We've been in Door County for over 30 years now, and our primary focus is software for the tourism and hospitality industry. Door County is fortunate to have a huge strength in arts, which is directly related to tourism up here. We have incredible dining, we have great shops, we have just an incredible resource of amenities that is necessary to support a large tourism-based community. If you look at the big picture, the hospital that we have up here, the clinics, the roadways, the plowing in the winter would not be at a level as it is unless tourism was here demanding that quality product, but also funding it. It's the tourism dollars which trickle down into literally everybody's life up here.
I've always said to people, the tourist business is what gives us a boost, which allows us to take better care of the people who live here year-round. It allows us to do certain things that normal small rural hospitals our size would not be able to. Add some programs, services. That additional income every year allows us to buy maybe a CT scanner or even begin having some services that other rural hospitals don't have.
For us as landscapers, we found our niche to be commercial properties.
They hired us because they saw that they wanted their property every season to look fresh. So it's our job to make sure that there's one more reason for people to stop. We've kind of turned the garden into kind of theater.
It translates then into photography, it translates then into websites. It kind of is a two-edged marketing opportunity. It's the tourism that really drives what we're doing.
If it wasn't for tourism, you wouldn't have the ability to have all the amenities that we have here. Because if the population of Egg Harbor was really 200 people, you would not have the restaurants, you would not have the quality stores, you wouldn't have all the arts, you wouldn't have the Peg Egan, you wouldn't have all these things because you'd only have 200 people. Everyone who lives here benefits from tourism because tourism allows a lot of these businesses to succeed and to be as good as they are, which would not happen without tourism.
In Door County, we got more really neat restaurants and plays and art things. It depends on whatever you want. Arts, or you want to play golf, or you want to go fishing. And it's all here, and it's very cosmopolitan. And the tourists cause that to occur.
What tourism does is it brings
the world to us.
Yeah. As much as we're providing for them, it brings so much to us.
When tourism is thriving and the businesses do better, it helps everybody in the community, from the shop owners to grocery stores to restaurants, certainly to hotels. Those are really direct benefits. But it also helps the Door County Humane Society, the Boys and Girls Club, and all of the nonprofits that are so vital to our community. And it gives us the opportunity to give back to those types of entities. And I think it really serves to create community. Door County really is special, and we feel fortunate enough to be able to enjoy it like that.